across the bows. Last season, Barcelona started their Champions League journey with a statement victory over Royal Antwerp, but it came to a premature end with defeat to a side from France in the quarterfinals. The last time that Monaco started a Champions League campaign, they lost at home on the opening night to Spanish opponents. Scores to settle, points to prove, as the curtain goes up on another Champions League campaign. 16,000 inside the Stade Louis II Stadium in Monaco tonight, just along the French Riviera. And two of Europe's most glamorous teams. And one of Europe's most glamorous footballers. Adi Hutter and Hansi Flick have met before. But in preparation for this meeting, Monaco make two changes from the 3-0 win. Auxerre at the weekend. Denis Zacharias scored for the second straight match. Thilo Kehrer got his first Monaco goal too. And he partners the former Southampton defender Mohamed Salisu in defence. Watch out for a change of shape to nullify Barcelona's Lamine Yamal. Marnis Agliush and Takumi Minamino will look to supply Brele Mbolo, who's now fully back from a long-term injury. Referee tonight is Alain Lihout from the Netherlands. VAR is Dennis Higler. They've got semi-automated offsides to quicken up the VAR process. But bear in mind, we have seen some soft penalties over the last few nights, ones that you might not see, given in the Premier League.
Guys, before we start, you're the captain, so you can speak with me. Rafinha is the player over there. Yeah, okay. I got a blue one and a red one. It's up to you to decide. Blue, red is nice.
Well, Barcelona start with 10 of the 11 that began the game with Girona at the weekend in La Liga. Dani Olmo, whose work rate has been almost impressive, has his goal contribution since his move. He's out for 5 weeks with injury. Fermin Lopez has suffered a setback too, but Lamine Yamal got 2 at the weekend, and Rafinha has started the season in blistering form. There's legs in midfield with Pedri and Marc Casado. In fact, 5 of the 11 are 21 or under, bringing up the average age. Robert Lewandowski, who has 4 goals in his first 5 games of this embryonic season. Well, in the new Champions League format, every match counts. Hansi Flick, just like Vincent Kompany and his former club Bayern Munich, has begun with a bang. But of all the big hitters, this is one of the trickiest opening assignments. Barcelona wearing their change strip of black tonight. Red and blue of Monaco is a staple diet in these parts. There is Robert Lewandowski, looking to add to the goals that he's already racked up this campaign. He's had a good start to the season. 63 goals in his first 100 games for Barcelona. Monaco have eyes on Munich in May, just as much as Barcelona are looking to plot a course to Bavaria. Don Hutchison, the former Scotland, Liverpool, West Ham and Sunderland star, is with me. Barca are more high energy under Hansi Flick. How does that change the way you have to approach them?
Well, I think when you play against him, Adi Hutter's a very, very experienced manager, a very experienced coach who's been around the blocks, close to 500 game, so he'll be plotting a plan, I would imagine, to try and stop Barcelona, especially Lamine Yamal, such an exciting young player. But when you play against them, you've got to make sure you keep good possession, stay in your positions, you don't run out of those positions, especially early on in the game.
It does look as if Ben Seguir may well be asked to play on this near side. There is the Austrian Adi Hutter. Took the Monaco job just over a year ago, taking over from the now Rangers boss Philippe Clement, who had failed to take them into Europe.
There was a rumour before the game that Monaco might have gone into a back three, but you can see Van der Sen's gone at left back, Singo right back, so it is a back four.
Van der Sen going to left back tonight. It's not a usual position for him.
Both teams come into this game really confident. I mean, Hansi Flick's men have been flawless in La Liga, 5 wins in 5, and Monaco in La Liga.
After years of slow.
No, magari si fa girare pizzeretto. Esatto. Esattamente. Vabbè. E poi ho iniziato da me. Ah, vedi. Ah. Ma come contai stata la mia? No, papà. Ma perché dici che la cosa per te non fai la versione? Io pensavo che non tanto la versione. Caterina, Caterina. Tu, fa la chiamata per te. Tu, dai, tu. Ah, tu. Ha fatto la verità. Però io perché non lo fa? Perché non parla lui?
Possession-based football, there is more throttle about Barcelona.
Can that be a yellow card? Surely if the referees give a foul.
Well, it looked like a yellow card had come out. I mean, I was almost convinced that the red card was incoming. The VAR will certainly check it. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is talking.
Oh, it has to be a red. There's no clear attempt to try and win the ball. It's a professional foul. In that position, it has to be a red card, Sam.
Well, I wonder if the referees brought out the wrong colour card, because there's absolutely no intention to play the ball, and that would ordinarily be a red card. As we are being told on our information system, it's a yellow card, but I think he's walking here. That's a red card, direct red card. I think that's the right decision. I think the referee pulled out the wrong card.
Well, he shouldn't have done, but correct decision in the end, because it was a definite red card for Eric Garcia. He got himself in a world of trouble. I'm not sure he really wanted the ball, but as soon as he gave the professional foul away on the edge of the box with Minamino going 1v1 with Ter Stegen. It had to be a red card.
Well, that's a very early sending off for Barcelona. That means they're going to play 80 minutes.
I mean, it's not a ball that he wants. It's a terrible ball from Ter Stegen. It's the ball that Eric Garcia doesn't even need. He doesn't want. The goalkeeper put him in a world of trouble.
Means Lamine Camara can line up this set piece as well. Well, that will rock Hansi Flick, and it will rock Barcelona. It's Camara straight into the wall.
What a blow for his mate. I mean, Eric Garcia will be sitting in the dressing room thinking, thanks, mate, to Stegen for getting me sent off.
In that circumstance, was it Eric Garcia just to let Minamino go?
I mean, I think so. Even if you let him go and Minamino's 1v1 with Ter Stegen and he sticks it in the back of the net, you're 1-0 down inside 10 minutes. It's not the end of the world. But now you're down to 10 men. It's the worst possible outcome.
Benseguir trying to switch the ball to the other side. Of course, there's more space on the field now when they're in possession. It's Barcelona who are through. Rafinha trying to get away. Unfortunately, Wilfred Singo got back just in the nick of time for Monaco.
Good defending, but I think Rafinha wanted too much time.
This presents Monaco with a real opportunity now. Back in the Champions League for the first time after finishing second last season. Their best performance in the French league for 6 years. They knew they were going to come up against a team that were back in form tonight, but that team are down to 10 men after just 10 minutes. It's a very different game now.
I think you can see Huta saying to his wide men, go and get high up the pitch, start in a very high, aggressive position.
Here's Benseguir. Bunderson. This is Zakaria. Benseguir again. Trying to take on Jules Koundé. Trying to tee it up for Minamino. Through to Apollo. Just saw his feet out of it. Popped up in front of him and he couldn't get the right level of purchase behind it.
Yeah, I feel for him. It was sort of ricocheting all over the place. Wasn't quite sure. His first touch wasn't good enough. I think it bounced off his right knee in the end. Then he's trying to manufacture some sort of finish. But now Monaco have to step on to Barcelona. They have to.
Rafinha. Lewandowski. So a little bit isolated now. All around the corner from Lamine Yamal. Koundé has continued his run. But they're fit, Barcelona. They get across the pitch really well. That's something that Hansi Flick has certainly got into them. It caused a little bit of consternation when Pedri mentioned that this week. He sort of raised that maybe they were a little fitter than they were under the previous manager, which Xavi, I think, wasn't too happy about hearing. They're going to have to show those legs during the course of this match now.
It was tight whether Rafinha was on or offside, but he has to pull the trigger a lot quicker than that. It gives Singo a right chance to get back goal side. Took it off his toes.
Foul again.
I don't think the game plan for Barca will change too much with Eric Garcia getting red carded. They'll just drop Pedri alongside Casado and make it 2. In midfield, yes, they'll get outnumbered.
Yeah, they come. What a shot that is! It's a brilliant finish. Marnes Aklius cutting it on his left foot, scoring the goal, low down to the goalkeeper's left. Disappointed in the summer against Spanish opposition in the Olympics, but all smiles tonight.
Great finish as well. Surrounded by Barcelona players, he drops inside onto his left foot. I don't think ter Stegen sees it until really late as it's coming through traffic. That's a very, very smart finish, just hitting it hard and low to ter Stegen's left-hand side, completely onside with a wonderful skill. What a start for Monaco, this 1-0 up. Barca down to 10 men.
Well, it's all going their way. It's not going Hansi Flick's way. Barcelona, who have had to come from behind on a couple of occasions already this season, are behind once again. I mentioned earlier that Monaco, the last team to beat them, that was in a pre-season friendly. It might be the first team to beat them in the regular season. It's a cracking start.
What a test as well for some of the Barcelona young players. In Monaco, back in the Champions League, 1-0 down away from home, down to 10 men.
Mbolo. Ben Seguir. Anderson just hoping that Aklius has made the ground up on the far side, but he hadn't.
Monaco have got to keep their foot down now. They've got to be aggressive, got to take the game right to Barcelona. Go and get the second goal if you can. This is a lovely finish. Dropping inside onto the left foot, drilling it into the corner.
8 goals last season. That's his first of this campaign. They don't come much bigger than a goal against Barcelona in the Champions League. Marnes Aklius, the French under-21 international, has put Monaco in the driving seat. Mbolo, played in by Minamino.
Quicker.
The offside flag may well have gone up.
It was close, but even when Mbolo's away, you've got to make your mind up. Decision making a lot quicker, get that shot away. Good spot by the linesman who's in a good position. You're never going to get a better chance to beat Barcelona than this. If you're the Monaco players, get your foot down, go and win the game, take it to them.
Eric Garcia sent off after 11 minutes. Marnes Aklius with the opener. He's the big winner, isn't he? Oh, and it's not quite a slam dunk for Monaco, but they're in a great position. Michael Jordan will appreciate that you need to show a real winning mentality to come back from here. Barcelona have certainly got that, shown that, displayed that already this season.
The things you mentioned there, Sam, the mentality and the fitness, that's exactly what Barcelona need.
Ben Seguir. Anderson. It's Kamara. Well, it was a rascal of an effort. He was missing the target by some way in the end, I think.
Yeah, he had options to his right-hand side, but I think because they took the lead so early on and he found himself in a bit of freedom on the edge of the box, he took this shot on. It's a hard one to hit when it's coming across your body. You've got to hit that with a little bit of cut spin. He just pulled it slightly. The power was there.
referee stopping it for a head collision. As you know already, hasn't he, the Netherlands referee? This is Robert Lewandowski getting a bit of a whack.
Just the point of the elbow, they can be painful.
Royalty in the building. Lewandowski's back on his feet after his collision with Mohamed Salah, who's come a long way since leaving Southampton. His first taste of Champions League action tonight, given away by Barcelona cheaply. Kliush has found Ben Seguir. Just tries to nudge that into the box. Kliush has got it back again. This is Zakaria. Singo.
Again, Barcelona taking chances playing out from the back. Casado, that time was the player that gave the ball away. Put his team now under pressure.
I thought this might be one of the trickiest ties for the big boys to encounter. Another cross into the box, same towards Sprayling Polo. Moves away by Kumasi. It's the Monaco shirt that's first to it. They're making the extra number work. This is Ben Seguir into the box. He can't get past Kunde. They're going to need a little bit of magic to get out of this situation, Barcelona.
And normally, you rely on your experienced players who are streetwise. The younger players now finding it a little bit of a struggle. They all are, to be fair.
It's one back brilliantly. Lamine Yamal is off and running once again. This is done really well to get back in to his position and clear. He can't believe how well it's gone for his team. Quarter of the way through the 90 minutes, and Andy Hutter's Monaco side in front, and a man to the good as well. He doesn't have too many fond memories of sharing a touchline with Hansi Flick. That's 3 of his 4 games against Flick, and they've previously met in the Bundesliga. There's a chance of Eintracht Frankfurt. Flick was at Bayern Munich. Lewandowski had particular fun that day. Zakaria. Bolo. Stegen quickly off his line.
That back line needed him. They needed him to come off his line double quick.
Well, it's now Germany's number 1 after the international retirement of Manuel Neuer. He's had a long wait to claim those 12 years bouncing around from international subs bench to international subs bench.
Trouble for Barca, because they can't shut down the distances, they can't get on the ball. So they're going to have to allow Monaco a bit of possession just to stay in the game.
You work on this though, Don, don't you? I mean, in training, you take a player out, you look how you're going to react when you do go down to 10 men. It's something the coaches prepare for.
I've done it very early on in my career when I was at Liverpool. Graham Souness done it 11v11, and every 5 or 10 minutes he took a player off and you went down 10v11. So it's all about the communication, the organisation.
Actually, a shit to Minamino, looking to return it to him. He's popping around inside that box again, and Barcelona can't really find their control. Zakaria. He's certainly found his since moving to Monaco.
He's always been a very good player. Zakaria, technically very good.
He's cracking in Germany, actually, and it sort of enticed Chelsea to take a punt on him on loan. They didn't follow through with a permanent deal. He's ended up at Monaco, and he's ended up with a captain's armband on. Tackling midfield player, but he's also very good on the ball. Singer.
change Monaco as well. They're making the pitch wide.
Anderson. Lamine Camara looking for that run on that right-hand side from Sigo. Comes back towards Braylon Bolo. Collided with Inigo Martinez.
What a block. Great block. It had to be made as well. Just could have been, it probably should have been 2-0. It's a nice passage of play that from Monaco, working it wide. Very brave defending.
Well, it is as you would expect when a team are down to 10 players. One-way traffic at this moment in time. Still a long way to go. That sort of highlights the balance of power in this game so far. But Barcelona always carry a threat. Monaco can't afford to do is switch off like Lamine Camara did there. And then Pedri did the same.
He's not had a good start to the game, Pedri. Nor Casado in that midfield, yes. We've lost a teammate in Eric Garcia, but they're not keeping the ball well enough. There's another giveaway.
Lamine Yamal now isolating Salisu. Putting off an absolute world-class strike. His first ever in the Champions League. And he's dragged Barcelona straight back into this game. 17 years of age, scored twice at Girona at the weekend. And now he's on the score sheet in the biggest competition of them all. Monaco won, Barcelona won. Lamine Yamal.
Out of absolute nowhere. Monaco have been really dominant in this game. The ball actually clipped over the top. Anderson's got himself in an awful position. Too tight to Yamal. Now defenders have got to be switched on. They've got to show their intelligence. Shove him on his right-hand side. You can't allow Yamal to dot inside onto his left foot because he's deadly. There's no foul there. He's just too strong for Anderson. Now Salas, who's in a world of trouble, what you can do is you can usher him down the right side. He's highly unlikely to score on the angle with his right foot, but get him on his left. Absolute deadly.
Well, Barcelona need a little bit of magic to get themselves out of a hole. And they've relied on 17-year-old Lamine Yamal on his way to being a world superstar. A Champions League goal scorer for the first time.
I think that was very interesting as well. Lewandowski just got a couple of players in the huddle there, telling them probably to find a little bit of calm, get on the ball and keep possession.
Yellow card coming out here. He's got the right one this time, the referee. It's Ben Seguir. Interestingly, I thought when you saw that goal develop, if Lamine Yamal hadn't found the corner of the net, Lewandowski was going to give him one hell of a rollicking because he was perfectly placed in space with no marker.
Yeah, I think when you look back though, I think Adi Huta will be saying to Salas, you've got to do your homework on your players. You must know that Lamal's going to cut inside onto his left foot. You shove him on his right and force him on the angle. There's every chance he won't score. So it's very naive defending from Monaco, but brilliant. That's using your strength. Anderson falls for it, but look at the footwork, the skill, the balance to cut inside. Take the shot on at exactly the right time. He finds the corner.
So supremely precise.
That nudge there from Yamal is almost like an experienced player would get the flight of the ball and stand still. It looks like a foul, it's not. It's just contact.
That's what it means to the Barcelona bench. That's what it means to the travelling Barcelona fans. Going backwards rather than forwards. Does well to escape the clutches of Braylon Bolo. I think they feel a little bit better now.
Yeah, found some confidence, Barca, from the goal. Starting to flow a little bit.
Rafinha taking the game to Monaco. First time that the Monaco defence have been on the back foot. They've made a real axe of this. And Rafinha goes down inside the box. And it's arguing for maybe a deflection or possibly even a foul there.
I think it's completely the wrong option. That ball should have been laid off to Yamal.
That's the first time really that they've got into the box and taken the game to Monaco. It's just unsettled that Monaco defence. Trying to get in behind, and his strike is a firm one. Minamino has kept it alive. And it's blocked by Kubasi. And they were waiting for the flag. Eventually, it has come.
That's terrible. It should be flagged a lot quicker than that. They understand the law. Linesman knew Mbolo was a mile offside. Why wait to the second phase?
Big weekend coming up on TNT Sports. We're back to Premier League action at the weekend. West Ham against Chelsea from the Premier League, 11 o'clock, TNT Sports 1, and available on the Discovery Plus app as well. Just to see how Enzo Maresca's team get on. And Joshua Dubois, Saturday, 4 o'clock, TNT Sports. Here's Mbolo. After Barcelona make a hash of playing out the back once again.
Once again, Monaco players in an offside position. It was Minamino that time. Some chances though. Mbolo early on in the game, first half an hour, he's had 2 or 3.
You barely take your eyes off it. Barcelona, who started at a rather tepid pace, really, and they got themselves into trouble when Eric Garcia, his experiment in midfield, didn't last too long. Given the ball away on a couple of occasions, and Marc Casado has got himself in trouble here. And it's getting a little bit fractious.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's a 50-50. Don't think it's the worst foul in the world. It goes pretty low, takes a lot of the ball.
It is a blockbuster night of boxing at Wembley Stadium. Fast approaching Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois. They're clashing for the IBF heavyweight title on a stack card that also features Hamza Shiraz and Tyler Denny, Anthony Kajache and Josh Warrington too. It's live on Saturday at 4 on TNT Sports Box Office 18+. Akliush and Kamara standing over this free kick. It's a good ball into the box, and if they're offside, they're in big trouble here, but they're not.
They're just too keen, I think, Monaco, to try and get in behind. Surely you've got to look right across the line and stay onside. Mile offside. Good line from Barca.
You could see that from some way out that Wilfried Zingo had just broken the line far too early.
I think that'll be the message from Adi Hütter at half-time to Monaco. Stay more patient, stay onside.
What will the message from Hansi Flick be? Because the amount of times that Barcelona have gifted possession back to Monaco in positions like this, really, where they haven't needed to, playing out to the back or the second phase after kicking out from the back. There's an issue here for Lamine Kamara, who's got a yellow card for a foul.
Yeah, I think the message from Hansi Flick to his young players in midfield, in Pedri and Casado, is stop going for the worldly passes, stop going for the long passes. Make sure it's the 10, 15-yard passes the Barcelona way. Keep finding a teammate, inch your way up the pitch. They're a very talented team, and there's your match winner on the ball. Find him as much as possible.
The goal that he scored is only the second goal that Monaco's defence have conceded all season. The only goal they conceded before tonight was an injury time equaliser in the Lens game, in which neither Thilo Kehrer or Mohamed Salazou, the first choice centre-backs, played. A rare experience for Philip Kern to be picking the ball out of the back of his net.
Tactically, I think Adi Huta could have a front four that'll try and keep their back line completely pinned back if he gets the wide players pinning the fullbacks. And then he's got Minamino and Molo can't occupy the two centre backs at the same time, so you can be aggressive in your starting position.
Here's Minamino finding the side netting Takumi Minamino.
Yeah, they're going to get more chances if they keep playing. Now they can be a little bit more aggressive if they're semi-press here, because Stegen will have to go long. And then you win the ball back.
Adi Huta was full of praise for Barcelona in his press conference yesterday, saying it was never easy to defend against them. He implored his team to remain aligned. They have also got to readjust to the sort of game that now presents itself, because they would have come into this thinking that they're going to spend most of it on the back foot. Balance shifted with the sending off of Eric Garcia.
That's the change of mindset. We won't be thinking of them just yet, but Adi Huta's got Balogun on the bench and Golovin, talented players, match winners, goal scorers. Plays the game, Yamal, like an experienced campaigner. Even when he went down there, just taking the pressure off, just forcing the foul off Anderson.
It's fascinating how they line up as well, because Yamal hugs the touchline, as you've been saying. Alejandro Balde, who plays over on the left-hand side, gets really high up and is out there now on that far side, almost doubling up as a left-back and a winger. And that allows Jules Koundé to switch across and either come into the back three when they don't have the ball, or get forward like he is now.
That's the pattern player that you work on in training.
Missed the boat in terms of becoming the youngest goal scorer in Champions League history, even though he is only 17 years of age. That honour belongs to a man who's sitting on the bench tonight, Ansu Fati.
I'm not even sure that was a foul.
Football to come over the weekend as well. Inter against AC Milan, Serie A live on TNT Sports 1, 7:30. That's Sunday night. What a game that's going to be. Of course, we'll bring you all the action for the Europa League. Starts Wednesday night on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus. Every game exclusively live across Wednesday and Thursday, including Manchester United 20, Spurs Karabag and Malmo against Rangers.
Too easy that for Barcelona to play up front to Stegen.
Monaco got it back again. Those turnovers have been a bit too easy as well, haven't they?
Well, why wouldn't you go and stand a lot higher and really go into a static press? As soon as Stegen plays it to one of the Barcelona backline, go and close them down.
Akliush. Singo. To chip it up into the 6-yard box for Embolo, but he's never going to elude Stegen.
The ball's got to be played or cut back to the second 6-yard box.
Valde shrugged off by Embolo. This is Singo.
Valde's going through some hard work on that left-hand side for Barca. He's going to have to.
He's more than capable of that. Mentioned that he missed the second half of last season. Did take a whack actually in the recent game with Valencia, which I think people were a little bit concerned about. And they are quite light on options at left back after João Cancelo and Marcos Alonso departed. It's the second of 2 added minutes at the end of the first half. Early red card for Eric Garcia. Akliouche getting the opener for Monaco just 5 minutes later. And Lamine Yamal with the equaliser 12 minutes after that. Well, these two have both made unbeaten starts to their season, so probably it should be no real surprise that no one has taken complete control of the scoreboard yet. Certainly it felt as if it was going to be Monaco's night before Lamine Yamal stepped up and come up with a brilliant equaliser just 17 minutes after Eric Garcia had been sent off for a straight red card. Half-time in the Principality of Monaco. At the break, it is Barcelona 1.
This programme is brought to you by Follow Scores, UEFA Champions League official sponsor. From the bedrock of British heritage, 2 forces arise. All eyes on one stage. Wendy's waiting.
Really watching.
TNT Sports box office.
The Monopoly game is back at McDonald's with new Power Peel, and the power is at your fingertips. There are more ways to win, and over 70 million prizes up for grabs, including 100 grand in cash. New Monopoly Power Peel. Peel on pack, make moves in app.
You Bonham Hicks?
Yes, pleased to meet you.
They would be lucky to have you, darling.
You have to get it, Deb. I've already moved into your room.
No, Arjun has not moved into your room and you don't have to get it.
Imagine the interviewers are naked.
You got this, Deb.
Lean on me
I love you guys.
when you're not strong.
Dev Sharma.
Yes,
I'll be your
nice to meet you. Life needs a big network. 3.
Beyond the sea, he's there watching.
14 nights in the Caribbean from 1499. I'm gonna need a bigger bucket list.
P&O Cruises. Holiday like never before. At all protected.
Looking after the things I love is a big deal, even for a giant. That's why I got Sky Protect. You get home insurance with all this smart tech included. I've got a video doorbell to keep an eye out for Jack. Oh, and an indoor camera. Oh, gooey. And as a Sky customer, I'll save £120 on smart home insurance. Just search Sky Protect.
So, what big Hollywood star did you get for a movie?
I got Mr. Hollywood himself.
Nice to meet you.
Clooney's let themselves go. Okay, Mr. Hollywood, let's go again.
But I'm just a baker.
Get 2-for-1 cinema tickets when you take out the qualifying products and compare the market. Simples.
Of course.
Where'd you put my shirt?
New Persil Ultimate Active Clean capsules remove the toughest stains first time, even the ones you don't want to. We'll fix it. There are stains you don't want to wash. For all others, use Persil Ultimate Active Clean for first time stain removal. Always keep away from children.
I have a life too, Bill. Who had the calamari?
It was for the table.
I didn't eat any calamari, so I'm not paying for any calamari. What are you, 7? That's for crumpets, sweetheart.
Studies show our relationship with money is formed from the age of 7.
To start a new one, whatever your age, talk to us today. Barclays. Make money work for you.
Sainsbury's. Oh, we made of money.
Hey Sainsbury's, explain it, will you?
Well, the same apple we put inside baking
Goes into matching prices.
Remarkable. We've actually come in under budget.
Get it now?
Sainsbury's. Good food for all of us.
And my face coming up against the
Wherever they are, keep them connected. Save on unlimited data sales when you add EE Broadband. Join EE1.
Good morning. Sleep well?
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Do your thing. We'll sort the rest. Get great stays at great prices. Premier Inn. Rest easy. From fast to not that fast.
Are we sinking?
Go for it. If it has an engine, the team will put it to the ultimate test. Fifth Gear, tonight at 9 on Quest. And stream the previous series now on Discovery Plus.
This programme is brought to you by Heineken,
Where's my lucky sock?
UEFA Champions League, official sponsor.
Well, Snooker's return to Brentford this week for the English Open as the season's Home Nation Series get underway. We've got live coverage all week on Eurosport and Discovery Plus. And Friday, we've got the new Gallagher Premiership Rugby campaign getting underway with a mouth-watering rematch of last season's final. Bath take on Northampton. And this season, TNT Sports will bring you more games than ever before with live coverage of every single match. Let's take you through some of the first half highlights. No doubt what the big talking point was. It was this. Poor pass from ter Stegen. Eric Garcia with the foul. Referee getting his cards in a bit of a muddle and eventually sending off Eric Garcia. He had no choice really, Don.
No, it's a definite red card. It's awful goalkeeping from ter Stegen because he puts Eric Garcia in a world of trouble. Then Garcia panics. He brings Minamino down. The referee, we think, give a yellow card, but then obviously it was a red. And Eric Garcia, inside 11 minutes, being sent off.
This is another chance early on. Coming to Embolo. Stops after he failed to sort his feet out. Getting the better of Balde. And then the goal coming out on that right-hand side. Akliouche taking it down beautifully from Vanderson's pass. Cutting in too easily, really. And firing it in the bottom corner.
That's awful defending from Pedri. I know he can't touch him because he's in the 18-yard box, but he allows Akliouche to drop inside onto his left foot. It's a beautiful finish, just whipping the ankle through at the last minute, just giving ter Stegen nice little bit of skill and then a whipped finish into the bottom left-hand corner.
First goal of the season for him, and they could have had another when it fell to Breel Embolo after Singo's good acrobatic set-up, but it was blocked by Inigo Martinez. And then the equaliser came through Lamine Yamal, the 17-year-old with his first Champions League goal. Good take, cutting inside past Salisu. And it's 1-1.
Brilliant, absolutely sensational. I love the little nudge on Vanderson from Yamal. Experience. Then he drops inside onto his left foot. I think Salisu should show him on his right, because once he gets inside on his left there, Yamal, you know it's inevitable he's going to finish it.
And this is Salisu right at the very end, and Zakaria both going in for this ball. Zakaria just a little bit too high for him. Salisu coming in at the far post and almost getting on the end of it, but not able to convert. No goals in the opening 45 minutes of the game in Bergamo. Atalanta against Arsenal is still 0-0. All square everywhere, actually, in the later kickoffs tonight. Victories earlier for Leverkusen and for Benfica. on the road. Atletico and Leipzig locked at 1-1 at this moment in time. The opener coming from Benjamin Šeško after just 4 minutes for RB Leipzig before Antoine Griezmann equalised just before. Half-hour mark. And Brest against Sturm Graz is also 1-1. Mangetti with the opener for Brest before an own goal from Fernandez levelled things up in first half stoppage time. And it's 1-1 between Monaco and Barcelona, as you know, here on TNT Sports 2. The goal show continues on TNT Sports 3 for all the goals as they go in across Europe tonight. And we'll have more action from the Principality in the next few minutes as well. Finally poised, but Barcelona down to 10 men. The second half comes next.
This programme is brought to you by Follow Scores, UEFA Champions League official sponsor.
This feels great! Can Hammond find a business brain? We've got to start operating as a proper business. Inside his petrol head. What a thing! Brand new Richard Hammond's Workshop. Stream now, only on Discovery Plus.
It's nice to have choices in life. Tony here chooses to get a new phone every year by exchanging his old one. Don't worry, mate. You can get a new phone too. Big love to Gordon, who chooses a lifetime warranty to keep his phone lasting longer, just like his romance. Oh, love it. Your phone lasting longer, or you could get a new phone every year. The choice is yours at Vodafone.
This could be a good life. Babe, I'm looking fake friends. I will find a new life. I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
Booking. Plus, free kids places, even in the school holidays. Get the best when you book first. 2. Live happy, financially protected by Atom.
People like to say, it is what it is. Until it isn't. Remember when you couldn't take a photo, give your phone to someone else and add in yourself? Wow. Remember when all phones pretty much did the same stuff? Until they didn't. Google Pixel 9.
Dyson have engineered a machine that washes your hard floors properly. Microfiber rollers use clean water. One washes, the other finishes. Removing tough stains, spills, and dried-on dirt. Cleaning the rollers as it goes. Leaving kitchens, bathrooms, and living spaces sparklingly clean. Then it cleans itself. Engineered to wash hard floors properly. Buy direct from Dyson. This programme is brought to you by Heineken. UEFA Champions League, official sponsor.
Well, welcome back to the Principality of Monaco, just about to get underway at the start of the second half. We've got a blockbuster night of boxing at Wembley, which is fast approaching. Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois clashing for the IBF heavyweight title on a stacked card that also features Hamza Shiraz and Tyler Denny, Anthony Kachache and Josh Warrington. It's live on Saturday at 4 on TNT Sports Box Office. 18 plus. Scan the QR code, go to the website, and you can get all the information and T's and C's. Barcelona getting ready for the start of the second 45, and they're going to make a change. Monaco at half-time. Lamin Camara is coming off to be replaced by Alexander Golovin, the 28-year-old Russian, the playmaker who made a successful return to the starting lineup at the weekend. He's in his 7th season at Monaco. He is a talented figure. What will he bring to the second half, John Hutchison?
He'll bring skill levels, he'll bring quality when he's in possession. I think you're trying to link up with Minamino. I think there might be a little bit of a change of shape from Mani Huta. I think Zakaria might just sit in that midfield on his own, because you're not going to get a better chance to beat Barcelona at home while they're down to 10 men. So you might as well go and chase the game, go and try and get the 3 points.
Immediately on the ball and trying to spin it in behind for Minamino to chase. The only competitive meeting between these two came in this competition 31 years ago. Cheeky Bergiristan is now running Manchester City, but on that night he scored twice to give Barcelona a 2-0 win in the Camp Nou. is injured at this moment in time, so he's got a chance to re-establish himself in the starting lineup. Do himself no harm with an intervention like that.
Very lucky because he gave the ball away there. Barcelona were just about to spring.
Monaco, one of the most successful clubs in French football. 8 league titles, 5 Coupe de France trophies, and a Coupe de Ligue as well. Arsene Wenger is a legend here. Brought in TNT's Glenn Hoddle, George Weah, Jurgen Klinsmann, Yuri Djorkaeff into a very successful team at the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s. He helped put in place the system that developed the likes of Emmanuel Petit, Lilian Thuram and Thierry Henry. Pedri. Jules Koundé, and it was aimed in towards Rafinha, who timed his run really well, but he didn't time his tackle particularly well, and the referee gives a free kick against him.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's a ball that he has to go for, Rafinha. It's a good passage of play that from Barca. It was just switched out to the right-hand side, then it was a really good cross, but lovely little build-up play, one-touch passing, trying to break his neck there to try and get in the box. There is a collision between Rafinha and the goalkeeper. I think from both parties it's completely accidental. Nice ball from Koundé, they're hard and low, probably a yard too heavy. Just on the stretch.
Such a start that he has had to the season so far, Rafinha. He was voted the MVP in La Liga for the month of August. Got a hat-trick the other week as Barcelona thrashed Real Valladolid. Lewandowski just asking for an explanation. Philip Kern getting back to his feet.
I'll tell you what Lewandowski was asking. Was it a penalty? That's what he was asking. Worth an ask.
Well, it's not the longest trip that the Barcelona hierarchy and their fans have had to make. Just 600 kilometres, 6 hours in the car, an hour on the plane. Barcelona actually trained back in Catalonia yesterday before coming across for the media commitments the day before the game. Golovin. Anderson. He has made Ter Stegen produce the super save.
Do you know what? I think it's their best passage of play, Monaco, because they worked the ball 1 and 2 touch. A good strike from distance. I think he probably knows halfway that he's going to make a save there to Stegen. He goes early. It's a good strike, good save. Better from Monaco.
There was a full stretch there.
A bit rocky tonight, very shaky.
Well, it's a great place to visit, Monaco. Picturesque, second smallest sovereign state in the world. At 0.8 square miles, it's smaller than Central Park in New York. And I think Barcelona will be happy to get out of here quick with a point if they can manage it.
Yeah, the only good thing for Barcelona fans watching the game, though, I think Monaco look a little bit naive when they've got the ball.
Here's Lewandowski. Almost made it through to Rafinha. A different pass than he would have been in, the Brazilian.
Just like that from Singo, though. Not great possession.
Here is Rafinha again. And he cut it back for Lamine Yamal, who had made an intelligent run from the right side into the centre. And actually better contact there, and there was real trouble for Monaco.
Yeah. I think Singo put his team under a bit of unnecessary pressure, and then Barcelona sort of capitalised and tried to hit them on the counter. It was a lovely pullback. Maybe it was just half a yard behind Yamal. But not exactly carving out too many chances, Monaco. That would give Barcelona a bit of hope.
It's a bit of a surprise, bearing in mind the attacking talent that's on the field of play and the sheer number of attacking talents that are on the field.
I think so far it's a lack of quality. I think the wide players that we mentioned, Ben Shaqir and Akliouche, Minamino, Golovin, there's enough talent.
There were a few comparisons being bandied about at yesterday's press conference between this Monaco team and the one that burst onto the scene with Mbappe, Bernardo Silva, Fabinho. It's a long way to go before we can say that.
Chalk and cheese, that is.
But Elias, Ben Shaqir and Marnis Akliouche, who's on the ball now, certainly have been making a name for themselves. In France anyway, and I think the next few months will tell us what sort of impact they can have in Europe as well.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the impression that Monaco are sort of playing as individuals rather than as a team.
Well, it's another set piece. Fourth corner of the night. Akliouche with the delivery. Again, it's not cleanly dealt with. And Minamino's effort takes another deflection.
There's a good ball in. It's just wouldn't fall to a white shirt, not clean anyway. Then Minamino, the ball's behind him, he's trying to wrap his left foot around it. Actually strikes the crossbar, I think, in the end. Golovin's got to miss the first man.
It's a bit deeper. Ter Stegen with a better punch than before. Minamino. Anderson switching the play. Singo in offside position. A bit of afters between him and Alex Balde.
I wouldn't be in a rush if I was Balde. Take your time.
Certainly Monaco have been trying to bring down the average age, promote some younger players. Their 5 signings this summer. Thilo Kehrer breaking the mould at 27. Everyone else was 24 or under. Teze, Lamine Camara, Christian Mavisa, and George Elikena, who's on the ball now, causing problems.
Little cameo of his ability, though. It was a Offside, there was no touch from Minamino. Still a nice ability.
He's only 18 years of age. More live football coming up over the weekend. And the Premier League returns Saturday, 11 a.m. TNT Sports 1 Discovery Plus. West Ham United take on Chelsea. That game kicks off at 12:30. And what a day of action we have for you, because not only do we have the live football, but a blockbuster night of boxing at Wembley. Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. As for the IBF heavyweight title, a stacked card. Hamza Shiraz versus Tyler Denny. Anthony Kakashi against Josh Warrington. Live Saturday, 4 o'clock, TNT Sports box office, 18 plus. Now, Hansi Flick, I think, will be slightly happier with the way that his team has just managed to reduce the number of chances that have gone Monaco's way in this second half. I wonder what Adi Hutu will be thinking going for the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, he'll be thinking, I need more quality. The game's there to be won, but they're not showing it, Monaco.
We talked yesterday about playing with bravery. I need to display that in the final 20 or so minutes here. Golovin just declining to make the pass, and then had his pocket picked by Lamine Yamal. Tearaway teenager gets to the edge of the penalty area. Rafinha to Jules Koundé. Van der Sar eventually managing to halt the Barcelona assault.
Yeah, I think Adi Hutu's seen another thing. He's going to make a double change. Needs to try and find a spark or some quality on the pitch.
Unbeaten so far, Hansi Flick. Anderson looks like he might have to be replaced. Joe Henry will come on and take his place at left back if that is the case. Balogun also arriving, got an assist at the weekend. Underwhelmed last season after his big money move from Arsenal. Roughly about 30 million euros. Struggled to get in the starting 11 this season. It was certainly a move that promised much more so far. He did get 22 goals in 39 games the season before Rennes, which encouraged Monaco to part with a big transfer fee and a 5-year deal. He's on for Ben Seguir. Minamino is the other player that's coming off for Enrique.
Yeah, he's been ineffective, excuse me, Minamino second half. Hasn't done enough.
Interesting to see how they repurpose I think Joe Henry will go out to that left-hand side and play as an out-and-out left winger. He has played as a left-back for a lot of the season. They can play a little bit higher up, and that means that they'll go 2 up top now.
Yeah, 4-4-2, I think, is the change of system.
Balogun and Lekena, the 2 up top. Tilo Kehrer. Yamal. Petri trying to keep it ticking over in the middle of the park. I mentioned earlier that Barcelona had shown a decent mentality in their first 2 away games. Robert Lewandowski ended up getting a double to get them back in the game. There's a chance here, though. Ilikaina takes that chance. Off the bench and firing Monaco back in front. Barcelona look to the assistant on the near side for a possible offside flag. But Ilikaina, on his Champions League debut, has only been on the pitch a matter of 12 minutes and already thinks that he's steered Monaco into the lead.
This is the only thing that's going to save Barcelona, whether he's onside or off. I think he's onside because there's no touch on the ball, and once he's away, head down, put your foot through it. The Stegen got a little touch, but it wasn't off. I think the youngster makes the right call. Instead of going for position, just get your head down, hit it with power, make sure you hit the target. That's a big goal for him and Ali Huta.
It was a simple ball over the top. He had a look up, a look down, and then he thrashed it home. I think Inigo Martinez was the one who was playing him onside, Don, on this near side. And although there was a quick, brief glance by the VAR, the semi-automated offsides have shown that Ilikaina was very much onside. And Monaco have the lead again.
Yeah, smart changes from Ali Huta as well. Kenya with a good finish, but Balogun played his part a little bit in going for the header, but he didn't actually win it, which allowed Kenya to be onside, running from his own half. But I got the sense that they needed that Monaco because they were drifting in this game. Barcelona looked pretty comfortable at 1-1, and then around the hour mark. Foul. Might have been a little bit of contact on Yamal, but Paul Vanderson took all of the ball.
Well, it's a free kick to Barcelona, who need to find a way back into this game to preserve their unbeaten start to the season. I mentioned the games they've got coming. Barcelona have got young boys at home, Bayern Munich at home. Have to go away to Borussia Dortmund and to Benfica. Big, huge games still to come in the Champions League in this new format. I'll be without Eric Garcia. And when you think of the injuries that they've already got, the absences that they already have at this moment in time, that's not helpful. Araujo, Gavi, Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo, Frenkie de Jong, Marc Bernal, all out of action for a little while for Hansi Flick. He's very much mend and make do. Rafinha's delivery. Something going on in the penalty area. I think Inigo Martinez was involved off the ball there. Wilfried Singo is the man down. Which card is he going to bring out this time?
The correct one, hopefully.
It is a yellow card for Inigo Martinez.
I think VAR will just double check it. I didn't see it in real time, to be honest. Off the ball, frustration. There you go. A yellow card. Can't have any complaints, can he?
Interesting to see what he says afterwards. Fixtures for Monaco incoming as well. Benfica at home on the horizon for them in the not too distant future. They've got to go away to Bologna, who drew 0-0 yesterday. They've got Aston Villa to welcome here. And they go to the Emirates and to the San Siro for the end of the group stage.
Well, the obvious weapons for Hansi Flick is Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres. Apart from that, as you said before, Sam, the bench is stacked with youngsters.
It's a little bit unfair to bring 16 and 17-year-olds into this sort of situation, I think. Anderson. Ball centred by Henrik. Caught by Ter Stegen. Immediately launches it upfield to try and release Rafinha. That was misjudged by Thilo Kehrer, and they've got a man over here. And Rafinha tied himself in a bit of a knot. Salisu takes the credit.
Yeah, Salisu was aggressive. I think that's what put Rafinha off. He didn't fancy it. Rafinha was trying to wriggle away from it to try and then probably find Lamine Yamal. Salisu was very aggressive in the tackle.
Balogun. The run from the edge of the penalty area that Kenya made didn't quite come off.
Change of shape has definitely helped Monaco. It's also helped Golovin because he's getting on the ball a lot more.
Lots of grudge matches over the next few weeks on TNT Sports, but there's not many that are bigger than the Milan derby. Bearing in mind that AC Milan can't buy a win in this fixture at this moment in time. It's a huge match, 7:30 TNT Sports 1. Discovery Plus as well. Inter doing a job on Manchester City last night. And of course, all of the Europa League action underway next Wednesday, TNT Sports and Discovery Plus. Balogun trying to get in behind. Good challenge that by Kubasi. Really well timed. I think maybe the offside flag would have saved him anyway. And certainly change, that substitution has been a real threat.
And also, I think the instructions from Adi Hutter at half-time. I think the Monaco players are playing a lot more balls in behind the Barca back line.
It's a yellow card, I think, for a member of the Barcelona bench. Hansi Flick. He's been told off for complaining. Here are some substitutions for Barcelona. And they include the removal of Lamine Yamal, the introduction of 19-year-old Sergio Dominguez, the introduction of 22-year-old Erard Martí, looks like they're struggling to get the numbers processed with the board. Erard Martí, left fifth appearance of the season for him. Balde, I think, just go a little bit further forward. The other player here is Balogun. And then on to Ilnikena, whose effort was well wide.
Well, you can see the raw materials in Ilnikena, the way he's very left-footed, very powerful, skillful, doesn't mind going for power when he's taking shots on.
Certainly had the power with his goal. Ferran Torres is the other of the three substitutes that's crept onto the field for Barcelona. Lewandowski, Yamal and Kubasi confirmed as the ones that have been replaced.
I think that's probably Hansi Flick looking at the bigger picture, protecting Lewandowski, protecting Yamal.
Golovin. Getting away from his marker, and Ter Stegen has to make a really good save.
What a take. What a pass from Golovin. He's had a real impact since he's come off the bench. Balogun, who takes it on the back foot, and he does the right thing, getting it away from the defender. Look at this touch here. Get it onto the left foot, take it away from defender. The finish is a little bit difficult because it's on the angle. But better football that time for Monaco.
Oh, it's another corner. In by Henrique. By Dominguez. Golovin bringing it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Now start again. Interesting to see how Dominguez and Inigo Martinez now partner up with Gerard Martin playing at left back. Be careful of Ilicana. Dominguez certainly was on that occasion. They've been down to 10 players, Barcelona, since the 11th minute of the game. And it's been a struggle.
Yeah, a lot of context in those stats.
Forward, but Sigo was very quick to recover the ground and recover the football.
Strong defender that. Good zone of pace from Sigo.
Ilicana tussling with Inigo Martinez.
Good to be in the youngster since coming off the bench.
Well, he's looked every bit the prospect that we built him up to be.
Yeah, that's very strong. Get your body in like an experienced professional.
Entry off and on comes Pablo Torre. Spent last season helping Girona in the Champions League, or into the Champions League. 26 games on loan there last season. That was Ferran Torres you just saw in your picture. Hoping to try and provide a moment that can get Barcelona back into this game. There's only 7 minutes remaining for Hansi Flick's team. Rafinha. Ilicana. Blocked by Casado. Golovin was suggesting that there might have been an infringement there.
First time he's been down, Vanderson.
It's the first time that he's been down for this long. Hansi Flick.
So I like that from the referee, though, just giving the player a countdown. You've got 5 seconds to get back on your feet, otherwise you're going off the pitch. Straight back up, he bounced.
Certainly, Vanderson almost looks as uncomfortable as Joan Laporta. Here is Balagoon doing well, showing his quick feet, going down, winning a penalty. Barcelona's bad night takes another bad turn.
I'm not sure that's a penalty. I think it's very, very clever play from Balagoon. I think he showed the pace to get in behind, tried the trick to try and get it half a yard to try and set himself for the shot. I might be wrong, but it looked like an accidental coming together, an accidental collision. That's why I think you can see the frustration in the Barcelona players. As I said, I could be wrong. In real time, it looked harsh to me.
There is a penalty check ongoing with the VAR for the Netherlands.
Well, this is the pace and the strength that he shows, Balogun, to get away. Now he's thinking, right, can I get it back on my right foot? No, that's not a penalty for me.
Well, I think the contact came from Inigo Martinez just before us. As he chops back here,
I missed him. But it's that contact there. But I think Balogun creates the contact. It's not deliberate from Balogun.
Well, we've seen a lot of penalties given in the Champions League this week. And some of them are those that would raise the eyebrow in the Premier League at least. And the referee just waiting for information, still waiting for a check. He is going to go over and look at the monitor, decide whether or not he believes it should be given as a penalty.
He's doing the right thing, just going over to double check. I think when he sees it again, I think he might come to the same conclusion as Balogun accidentally created the contact. The defender didn't.
Dennis Higler is the VAR who's asked him to go and have a look at the monitor.
Sì. Però deve essere vero.
Come on, let's sing.